Hello, everybody. I know it's late. I can't sleep. I'm actually trying to go to sleep after this, but I tried to pre-record the video and premiere it, but for whatever reason, the screen was black. So I'm hoping you can hear me okay, and I hope you can see the screen just fine. But I had a lot of people, several people, inbox me asking me or posting in the group, how do you handle all those side hustles and full-time jobs? So before we go any further, please hit the like, subscribe, and bell notifications, please. Thank you, Two Chicks with a Side Hustle, for all that you've done for me. I want you to go down when this video is over, and I want you to, sorry, I want you to subscribe to them if you have not, and also Work From Home Hacker. Kenny gives great tips on how to do several things. Uh, so back to this. How do I manage my schedule working side hustles and full-time jobs? Like I said, a lot of people have asked me this. Um, you definitely have to have time management skills. And if you don't, it's okay. You can develop them. Okay? So let's go on. Step one, you have to plan. Planning is important. The first thing you want to do is figure out how much time you plan on dedicating to your side hustles and or full-time jobs. So you could just be starting out and you don't have either one, which is fine. You can always check out Two Chicks with a Side Hustle. Hey T, how you doing? Yeah, I'm up kind of late, so but you can always check out Two Chicks with a Side Hustle's YouTube channel or Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye on Facebook. Please go to the search bar and type in what you're looking for, whether it's side hustles, non-phone jobs. Go there, they have it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is figure out how much time you plan on dedicating to your side hustles and our full-time jobs. Of course, if you have a full-time job or part-time, whatever, that's already dedicated time. But how do you work the side hustles around it, right? How much money do you plan to make? So that's important. You have some decent paying side hustles, you have some low paying side hustles, and you have some heavy hitters. And I will say this, I'm not allergic to any amount of money. So if I get $50 a month with a side hustle, I'm going to get that $50 a month. Don't discredit that $50 a month, because if you do it for a whole year, how much do you get, right? So set a goal, whether it's weekly, monthly, and or quarterly. I wouldn't set a year goal because that's too far, too far ahead to, really track. So, how much do you want to make weekly, monthly, or quarterly? Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So that's important. So once you determine that, you want to get a journal, a planner, or a notebook. Create a plan on paper. If you see it visually, you have a greater success rate. That's why they tell people about vision boards. When you see it all the time, it's going to get in you. You're gonna breathe side hustles. That's why they call me the side hustle queen from Two Chicks, because when I first joined their group, Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye, um, I was skeptical, like people are generally, right? Because you just don't know. But I sat there and I observed all the praise reports, and then I dug in and started doing my research. I joined the Two Chicks with the Side Hustles YouTube channel. I started asking questions, started putting things into play, apply, 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 apply. But at the time, I was not getting any jobs. Like they just kept rejecting me. I was getting discouraged. I'm like, was it the right thing for me to do to leave my brick and mortar? It was around COVID time. Everything was crazy, right? So they kept telling my side hustles, side hustles. At the time, it was Lionbridge, but now, now it's Tellus. I'm like, let me try this out. Let me try this side hustle out. Let me try this one out. I got to get some kind of income coming in, right? So, me being at that low point, even though I had some savings, you want to put your savings back in, right? So, I said, you know what? I'm going to find a way out of this piece right here and this piece right here, because when you put it all together, some greatness happens. And I found that out. So, you want to create a plan on paper. Like I said, if you see it visually, you have a greater success rate. Use your phone alarm reminder to help you. I use Alexa. I be telling her to remind me at a certain time to sit my behind down and do like admin chat or just, whatever like that. And you want to say, is it for bills, vacation, savings, or a rainy day fund? Now, a lot of people don't know it's a difference between a savings account and a rainy day fund. So distinguish the two. All right, step two, list out your jobs and side hustles. This is a list of the side hustles that I do: branded surveys, user brain, userlytics, try my UI, respondology, admin chat, Telus, formerly known as LineBridge, UHRS, Humanetic, Slice the Pie, and Amazon MTurk. Okay, so now you know what side hustles that you have available to you to make this extra money, or you can use it as an income. So I'm gonna be honest with you. When September 1st comes, my full-time jobs are going bye-bye. I'm allergic to clocking out, clocking in, lunch breaks, doing all those side hustles. Me doing all 11 of these. I don't work anymore on my side hustles than 45 hours a week. And you'll see on the next page how much you can rack up with these. Just know, full-time job will give you 80. You're set with a schedule. You clock in and out for breaks at a certain time. You got to deal with the man. So, 11 side hustles, right? Less than 45. Thank you, sis. I'm telling you, I had to make a way out of no way. And so, here's the 11 that I do. Less than 45 hours a week, right? So let's go to this next slide. Okay. See that total right there, right? Branded surveys, 200 a month. User brain, 320 a month. Try my UI, 400. Userlytics, 150. Respondology, 300. Admin chat, 1400. Telus, formerly known as LineBridge, 500. The UHRS is to be determined. I'm still kind of working that one out. It's new, so I really don't know yet. So once I kind of maximize that one, then I'll be able to bring that one forth and help people with that one. But as of now, I'm just learning things. Humanetic, 80. Slice the Pie to be determined, and Amazon MTurk to be determined. That's over $3,000. Less than 45 hours a week, right? So it can be done. You have to trust the process. You will not get it this way the first time around. You have to figure out a system that works for you. And that's why I created the videos that I've created now to help people, because I'm going to find a way out of no way. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to research. I'm going to trial and error. I'm going to do it. And so, as far as Telus, everybody that has followed that video has been maxing out. I haven't had one person come to me that's followed that to the T and said they had problems, right? Humanetic, people weren't passing the test and getting hired. Had some issues with the way they were describing their previous work experience. I had 5 people come to me and said after watching that video they've been hired. Admin chat, that one can be a doozy, and as I said, a doozy because you have to respond the correct way. Every last person that I've assisted has received that job. User brain, try my, so it's definitely possible. Sometimes you need help. Like me, I already got the tools for those. So now I'm bringing these tools to you so you can maximize your income as well. There's a lot of money out there for all of us. All of us can win. Each one teach one. You're going to hear that in pretty much almost all of my videos. I'm going to bring it to you. I will say this. I've had selected few inbox me and got a little disrespectful, but I'm not going to let those particular people ruin it for anybody else. But I will say, please have respect. I'm doing this because I want to see everybody do great. I don't want to see anybody out there barely making it. The way the world is now, we got to have side hustles. I don't care if you have a full-time job. Get at least one or two side hustles. You can make it work. You can find time, okay? You can find time. So, like I said, over 3,000, less than 45 hours. It's possible. It can happen. No, if you just signing up, it's going to take you a minute to get there. If you have questions on the ones, it's some, like I said, it's some of them I'm still working on the videos to kind of help everyone with maximizing. The videos that are posted, after watching them, if you still have questions, put them in the comments. I will respond to them. It comes directly to my phone, right? Okay. Then I have my full-time 1 and full-time 2. We're going to keep that confidential because, everybody don't need to know everything, right? But I use my paychecks to pay for bills, groceries, necessities, and things like that. My side hustles, for whatever I want. Savings. Christmas is coming up. Oh, yeah. The kids going to have a good Christmas. Hubby going to have a good Christmas. Working hard. Working on buying a house. All that stuff goes towards it. Okay? So this is the most important part. Okay? Your scheduling. If you have a full-time job, whether it'll be morning, afternoon, or evening shift, you're going to put that in that block. The reason why I left this blank is because I want you to do some thinking, right? So if you already have a full-time job and maybe a couple of side hustles, right? I want you to do the homework as far as scheduling what block, what side hustle goes in what block. So I work morning shifts, right? I can do respondology while I'm working. So I can handle my full-time job and pull up respondology if I choose to. You know, so you just have to figure out what works for you. So, for instance, you may not have a full-time job at all. You're working side hustles like I did in the beginning. Not every side hustle is created equal, right? So some of them are task by task basic. So you'll get those at certain times. They'll notify you when there's available. TELUS, formerly known as LimeBridge, for example. You'll get tasks during morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift. It just pops up and lets you know it's available. So if you're at work, if you can't multitask, then I wouldn't mess with it. So for morning shift, that one's out for TELUS. But you might be able to do another side hustle then too. Or you got a 30-minute lunch break. You can sit down and eat and knock out, a couple of side hustles. Branded surveys. All day long, I get emails from them. So you can do them morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift, right? So you have to figure out based off on what you have, what block you're going to put what side hustle where. You don't want to get overwhelmed by just saying, okay, I got these 3 side hustles at my full-time job. I'll just fit them in. When you write it down, you have that plan, you have that goal book in front of you. Make a habit of every morning when you wake up. So like on Sunday, for the week, go into your planner and you're going to write what you want to do. So every morning, you want to open them eyes. Say your prayers. Oh, gee, thank you, Jesus, right? Open up that book. See what you have for that day, right? Plan it. Time management is key. And if you write it down and you see that visual, it'll help you out with this. I have been doing side hustles for over a year. Like I said, September 1st, them full-time jobs is going bye-bye. I'm going right back to my side hustles. I don't like I'm allergic to clocking out, clocking in, lunch break. I'm all that. I want to deal with that. I want to be able to do my work when I want to do it. So, if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. I have no problem answering them for you. I've had a particular person message me wanting me to help them, and I have no problem doing that either. If you have these side hustles over here and then you have your full-time job but you don't know exactly where to place it, I have no problem helping you with that. Like I said, we all gonna eat. We all gonna win. It may sound simple, but when you sit down and you start writing it out, you're like, dang, you know what? Huh. What is this and over here and blah blah blah. But if you just starting out with those side hustles, do them for a good month or two, so you'll see exactly, because sometimes some side hustles are different in different states. Telus may have more notifications than where I'm from. Branded surveys may have more surveys than this location, so sometimes it may differ, but 8 times out of 10 the same concept. So do you have any questions for me? If you can't think of none now, that's perfectly fine. You can put them in later. Like I said, I have no problem answering, but I couldn't sleep. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull this up because I've had a lot of people ask me about this. Because I'm going to try to get some sleep. So I got to be up in 6 hours. So like I said, if you find this helpful, like it please, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share it to somebody. You never know. A lot of people, some people don't like asking for help. Some people don't, they feel like they're a bother. Or I've had a lady approach me through Messenger and said, I don't want you to think I'm a charity case. I don't think that about anybody. You know, God put me at my lowest to be able to figure out how to maximize these so I can help a lot of people too. Right? So don't forget, hit up Two Chicks with a Side Hustle if you haven't already. I'll post the stuff in the description. Work from Home Hacker. Don't forget to subscribe there. Kenny does great with showing you how to maximize things as well. And I hope you guys have a good morning. Be great today. Go grab them journals. Start doing your research. Watch them videos. Like I said, if you have any questions after watching them, put it in the comments. I got you. Okay? Have a great day.